Hello, it's Lori Motola, creator of Chakra Gang. So I am coming at you with what I think is going to be 7 tips in 7 minutes. So these are 7 tips for people who are beginning to work with energy. This is intended for somebody who's starting to learn about and check in with their own energy. Definitely not intended to help you go and practice energy if you are a beginner. But when we do start to work with energy and even think about working with energy, there are 7 things that are very small and easy that can help us avoid some much larger pitfalls down the line. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Um, Number one, build a container. So this would be, you know, how they kind of have those like container condos and things now. Um, this would be the size of, a large room or a small cabin, not physically building. You're going to do a visualization. This is a place that is fully contained from and, protects from elements that you are comfortable in. I personally like to use a crystal pyramid, very large crystal pyramid. Sometimes I'll use like a crystal dome like structure. But again, something big enough, room size. Could be a home that you were comfortable in when you were younger. It could be, you could envision a large tent if you like camping and nature. Whatever you feel comfortable in, build your container. So you're going to do this in your mind. Um, Tip number 2, set boundaries. Number 1, I always like to start by calling upon the light. If you'd like to do that, you can. That sets a boundary that light energy is allowed in. And then we want to set some more boundaries outside of just light and dark. To start with, what do you want to do here? So this is more about boundaries than about intention setting. So be specific, okay? Are you here just to make an introduction with your energy? That's all you want to do. You're new. You just want to sort of pop in and say hello. Do you want to look at it, feel it? Would you be interested in hearing it if you could? Or if you're more experienced, do you want to activate or do you want to heal your energy? So be very specific. These are the things that I'm okay with happening in here. And then you can take it a step further and say, who's allowed to join you? My nose is running. I'm sorry, that's terrible. You can say who's allowed to join you. So this can be relatives that you've known in this life who have passed away. This could be spirit, God, if you identify that way, guardian angels, whoever you think, ascended masters, whoever you think can help you. I usually will call in particular ancestors or passed on loved ones, depending on how I'm feeling, but it's up to you. So build a container, set your boundaries. Number 3, have one main guardian. Okay, so this is somebody to oversee the work that's being done. This could be, again, anybody like we discussed before, guardian angels. It could be a living person who you want to call in their higher self. It could be your higher self. Somebody who's going to guard this whole process. The reason I like to use an overseer is that even though sometimes we're ready to do the spiritual work on kind of this energetic and spiritual level, we're not ready in our brain yet. It takes our brain a minute to catch up. And so as we're going through this process of working with energy and visualizing, sometimes our brain can catch us up and start doing things like, is this really happening? Or is something bad going to happen, or is something weird going to get in? So you just remember you've set all your boundaries, but your guardian of this process, the overseer of this process, is going to be just an extra added safety net. And what I like to do is give my guardian some sort of creative freedom and say if there's something they see that I am not calling in, something or someone that might need to be done that would benefit me, that they have the authority to do so. You can think about that or not. If you like it, do it. If it doesn't resonate, don't. Number 3, open yourself up. You want to open your energy. And we don't open our energy just anywhere we go, but remember, we built our container, we set our boundaries, we have this guardian watching over, so we're now free to open up our energy. You can visualize this however it works for you. A lot of my clients like to use a zipper. I give that suggestion and they like it. I use something a little bit different. So, and it might take you a couple times to get the sort of right mechanism. You can use a door, opening or closing, but you want to just open yourself up. Once you're open, you're going to do whatever you got there for. And then number 5, you're going to give thanks and close yourself up. So for me, the easiest way to do the closing is just to imagine everything you just did all the way back to building the container, everything you just did in reverse. And then just give thanks to the people who came in to help you and express gratitude to yourself for your courage and your curiosity and taking the step to start working with your energy. And that takes us on to, okay, I keep looking at my notes. That takes us on to number 6, which is shielding. If you remember nothing, remember shielding. So this is just visualizing what body armor, right? A total, completely enclosed shield around your whole body. You can leave as much room out as you feel is right for you. And it can be made of or look like anything you prefer. I happen to use sort of a crystalline sort of glove-like cover, like crystalline cover that fits me in just the way I need to, with plenty of room for my energy. I do this when I go out in public, when I'm going to be in crowded spaces, if I'm going to be in a space where I sort of already know the energy is going to be like a little bit shit maybe. And then, oh, I forgot to say, okay, the other reason shielding is important is that, number 1, you're just going to be more attractive to people. And I don't mean just like, you know, when you go out and you're feeling yourself and everyone else is too. On a subconscious level, you're going to be more attractive to people. And even if they don't realize it consciously, they're going to be drawn to you and attracted to you. And they're going to be getting closer to your energy. And then there are people who know exactly what they're doing, and they dig your energy, and they're going to want to dig right into your energy and take a little and go. So you want to make sure you're protected. Nothing going in, nothing going out. And then the last thing, so important, if it doesn't feel right, stop. Doesn't matter who told you to do it, or if they told you you might feel this, but keep pushing through. There are a lot of people with much wisdom and experience to help all of us along the way, but no one knows you better than you. So if there's ever a time that you just get an inkling, I don't know about this, you stop, you walk away. If you want to revisit it in a few days or when you feel ready to, you can revisit it and ask yourself questions about why that might have happened. And if you're stuck, you can always DM me. I'm happy to help. It takes just a few minutes usually to figure out how to make some small adjustments so you can get back to working with your energy. Thanks. Bye.